Vince made a call because he wanted to. This is so random. He was calling them to talk about Glam for Essence Festival.
Okay.
Really?
Really. And literally, this is verbatim what he told me. She was like, "Oh, I've been meaning to call you."
Oh.
No,
So-
really.
Yeah. So that,
Wow.
And then went into, well, we're not going to have her back, for the panel or whatever. And I was actually in my glam room, and then when I came downstairs, I saw this look on Vince's face. He just looked like distraught and confused. And I thought something happened, to somebody in my family. Like, what's wrong? What's going on? And he was just like, I think you got fired, I think. I'm like, what you talking about?
right.
I think.
Fired for what?
Fired for what?
No, really. He was like, the real. And really, honestly, my heart sunk into my shoes, really.
Oh.
Like, I pretty much fell over, to be
Because
honest.
you were happy there.
I was excited. I loved going to work. I'm just like everybody else. I love driving myself to work. I would work out in the morning, go straight to the set, and be there to shoot 2 or 3 shows, and come home and shoot a scene or 2 for the Braxtons or Tamar events, or record a record, and go to bed at 11 and wake up at 5.
Yeah.
Tamar, have there been any controversy leading up to this that would make you think, even for a moment, that something was wrong?
God, no. When you love your job, it's no issues. You know what I mean? You're not complaining about much. You're not, fighting with anybody. Me and the girls got along, so I thought. And, we've been on hiatus for about 3 weeks. And so for this to come out of the blue is just astonishing, to be honest.
So let me ask you this. You just said something there. You said, you and the girls got along, so you thought.
Yeah.
Now, has anyone given you or Vince a reason for the firing?
No, to be honest. I wish I knew. I wish I could sit here and tell you that, it was negotiation issues.
Yeah.
No, because that wasn't negotiating.
Yeah. You wanted more money. They
No,
wanted
that
nothing
wasn't
like
the
that.
case.
You didn't get along with the panel.
I wish I could tell you that. It was a headache on set. It wasn't, I really honestly don't know. And I feel like that is what is bothering me to this day. Because, sometimes, when you don't see yourself or see what's wrong, you can't fix it.
Exactly.
And so if somebody just tell you, we just don't like you, so is it a personality thing? Is it just me? How do you fix yourself?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because, in life, I feel like you have to evolve. And how do I evolve from this?
Yeah. I think the average person who hears this getting fired, folks who have jobs, they can't wrap their mind around it that there isn't a reason given. In television, they don't have to give you a reason.
Right.
They can say something as simple as, we're moving in a new direction. Or they just don't have to say anything. Television is a very unsafe business. It's like playing pro football. If you're not on the team, you're not getting paid. Here's a situation. So for all of you out there that's saying, well, how you get fired, it ain't no reason. They really don't give you a reason. And Hollywood is filled with a lot of coward upper level people who just sit in a room and make a decision.
You okay, Tamar?
I'm telling you real.
You hear the nerve?
Nobody is going to come out to be the heavy. They just they make a decision. They go, yes, well, that's right. Well, who's going to tell it? And then the one person that Vince calls and talk to, oh, I meant to call.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
And that's it. Hang up and click. Ain't no getting them back on the phone. So you all may have reached out to get a reason and haven't been given one.
I know I didn't reach out. I'm pretty sure Vince did.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the producers.
Yes, he was. And this is a Saturday, so my agent didn't know, my lawyer didn't know. And so I'm pretty sure they reached out by now, but nothing has come back to me, And I just want to say, I mean, getting fired or, being let go from a situation does not mean that, you shouldn't value your worth, because I do. I mean, no, I don't see myself as a celebrity, but do I see myself as a superstar? I do. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I just feel like I'm just not going to allow anybody to dim my star or dim the way that I see me, because it took me a long time to, see myself as, see myself or take myself for who I am. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And so, I can't let this one situation, make me lose my self-esteem or not see myself as being who I am and the direction that I want to go in my life. This is not a setback. This is a setup. And so I feel like if you don't look at things like this as a blessing, it won't be a blessing.
That's right.
So I definitely feel like it is. And I feel like from here, it's onward and upward. And I have to keep telling myself, and I want to tell the listeners that you have to keep telling yourself. You have to speak positivity over your life. And when things like this happen, you have to speak positivity over your life even more. Or, you find yourself in a depression, or you keep looking at yourself or try to make things, wrong. And it's nothing that you have done. And I don't feel like there's anything that I have done or I would go back and do over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just have to tell everybody that I just don't feel like I'm the same person that has been through things like this in life. And in this situation, you have to be positive and you have to move forward, push yourself and move forward.
Well, you certainly exemplify that this morning. I mean, you came in looking like the superstar that you are. Fabulous. You have a beautiful smile on your face. Thanks. And I can tell you are looking forward to the future.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I don't feel like my future is not bright. I feel like it's brighter than ever. Sometimes, and, I was telling my sisters this, that, we all have that feeling inside of us when it's time to, leap and jump, and when you don't, God will push you over the edge. He will do it for you. And sometimes it's unexpected, and when it's unexpected, that's when you're hurting. You know what I mean? And I don't see that as anything negative. I see it as everything positive, and I just feel like God is moving in my life more than ever. Because now I have to really depend and trust Him.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Tamar, most people don't understand that you cannot be defined by your defeats.
Absolutely.
You just can't. And to hear you talk like this, that it was a positive thing, that it happened, it was good for you, that sometimes, God needs your attention. So instead of you jumping off the cliff, you get pushed off the cliff. It's the same thing. You're in the air.
Yeah.
Same thing. Trust and believe. You didn't want to be in the air, but usually you don't want to go off the cliff. No one really wants to. But in this attitude that you have is where your greatness lies. And I think that you coming on the radio and being honest about it. Now, the beauty of what you're doing, though, is you ain't coming on here blaming nobody. You ain't coming on here angry.
No.
The old mad sister, neck snapping, I'm going to show you. They're going to see. They're going to see. You know how many people are sitting in that executive office who, let me tell y'all how TV works. This ain't Tamar talking. Let me tell you how TV works. This don't cost somebody their job. This is going to cost someone their job. Because let me show you how this works, man. Hollywood operates off embarrassment. She gonna land on her feet. And when she land on her feet and when she go become bigger and better, our eyes gonna turn on who thought it was a good idea to get rid of her in the first place. It happens in Hollywood every day.
Yeah.
Someone will lose their job behind this. I'm telling you this how this works.
It's so wonderful that you had your sisters, your family, for your support too.
Oh, for sure. My husband as well. I mean, I can't count him out. I feel like he, just as devastated as I was, he was more devastated. And he has my back He's just the greatest ever.
Am I the only one? Don't nobody want to whoop nobody ass?
I was waiting on that time. I've been waiting
like my
on
Tamar,
that.
My Tamar, she's definitely want to fight.
Wait, the line will be time to run down there.
Tamar, sit with us.
Yeah.
Sit with us a little bit this morning.
For sure.
We're enjoying talking to her. We got Tamar Braxton, everybody. Stay with us. We may have another great guest coming up just shortly, but Tamar, stick around a little bit, girl. We'll talk a little shop with you right
All
now.
right now.
And we love your smile. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.